Welcome to the Wolfram Language in Section 6 of Fast Introduction for Programmers. This section is about iterators and about how lists are used to specify an iteration variable and the range of values for that variable. There are several iteration functions in the Wolfram language, one of which is the table function, which in this example gives a list of the values of x squared for x ranging from 1 through 10. The iteration is specified by the second argument in the table function, the list x, 1, 10, which says that the variable is x and that x runs from 1 to 10. If the range of the variable starts at 1, then the 1 can be omitted, so this input also gives a list of the values of x squared for x ranging from 1 through 10. You can specify a step size other than 1 by including the step size as the fourth element in the iteration specification. For example, this specifies that x runs from 4 through 20 in steps of 2. One last way of specifying the values of an iteration variable is to give an explicit list of the possible values. For example, this iteration specification gives a result with x successively taking the values 2, 3, a, b, and c. You can also do iteration over more than one variable at a time. For example, this specifies iteration over variables I and j, where I runs from 1 through 4, and j runs from 1 to 2. The result is a 4x2 array. In addition to the table function, there are several other iteration functions in the Wolfram language. For example, this input shows the sum function, which uses the same iteration specifications as the table function, but the result is a sum rather than a list. You can find more information about table and other iteration functions in the documentation for individual functions. For example, !table brings up brief documentation for the table function showing all of the different ways of entering iteration specifications. The documentation for table also includes links to information about other, often more efficient ways of handling tasks that are traditionally handled using iteration.